If you didn't know, Alipay is probably the biggest payment gateway in China for shopping and buying goods. Today, I'll be showcasing why you need it if you're ever doing business in China. The first main reason why you need an Alipay account is its ability to connect to major sourcing platforms. Some of these platforms include websites like 1688, Taobao, and Xianyu, which is the used goods market. Now, with simply having an Alipay account, you can log in automatically and start searching for goods on the spot. You don't have to wait for anything else. The only hurdle you have to go through is actually setting up the account. Another reason why you need an Alipay account is the speed of transactions. I can easily send someone money in seconds. Not only can I send them money in Alipay to make direct payments, but I can also send them money directly to their bank accounts. So Alipay not only sends to Alipay accounts, but you can select on transfer, search for transfer, and then you can select to an Alipay account or to a bank account, and then you just put the detail of the person that you're paying, their name, their bank card number, and their bank information, and you can send the money to their bank account directly, which is helpful for suppliers because they'll deal with you faster. They'll take you more seriously because you know you have the means to pay them in seconds when you have an order. The third reason why I believe you should have Alipay is that Alipay is actually accessible to foreigners. It's not just meant for Chinese citizens. Now, Chinese citizens may have more benefits and more privileges when using Alipay, but for the most part, if you follow the registration process and you get authenticated, you can get most of the features yourself as a foreigner. To be fully verified as a foreigner, you need to have an Alipay account with a valid phone number, a passport, and a Chinese bank account. With those three things, you can get fully verified on Alipay. But you can also get potentially verified on Alipay with the Alipay tour card. You can simply search for the tour card in the app and then go through the registration process to apply for a tour card, which will involve your passport and some kind of a Visa, MasterCard, or maybe Discover Amex card to be linked there. So essentially acts as a pseudo Chinese bank account so that you can pay suppliers directly through your tour card account. That is a method to get fully verified. But it is available to foreigners. That opens a lot of doors for you when it comes to sourcing goods from China. If you have found value so far from this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and comments any questions you have below about using this platform if you've ever used Alipay before. Now, the fourth benefit is that you get direct access to suppliers. So as I mentioned earlier, not only do you get access to the sourcing platforms, but you can log in to your account simply with your Alipay account. So here I'll just show you an example. I'm going to log out, and then when you go to the login screen, you can select the Alipay account that's associated with your phone. And once you do your Alipay account, you can select to put fingerprint or not. You're going to skip it. Then you're logged in. You can already talk to suppliers. You can talk to them directly. So if you see a product that you like, let's say you like this jewelry, you can have a chat with a supplier because you've had an Alipay account. It's already linked to your Taobao. Everything is direct to the end supplier instead of dealing with a middleman. This is very helpful because when you have this access to suppliers, you have the ability to directly negotiate with them for any pricing or business models that you may want to bring up. Now, another reason why you should consider using Alipay, and it's also one of my favorites, is Alipay actually has English customer service. Unlike WeChat, and don't give me that they have pseudo English customer service. There's still a ton of pages on WeChat that don't support English, but Alipay is on another level. They understand that they have foreigners on their platform. So let me give you an example of what I mean by English customer service. If you go to the Me, you touch on the customer chat on the top right corner, go to online service. Here you see everything's in English, and you can also talk to a customer representative, customer service, about unlocking your account. Let's say I'm going to say unlock accounts, customer service. Okay, right now it's not during Chinese business hours, but it's usually 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to midnight in China. So it is relative to where you are in the world, but note that it is China Standard Time, and it'll eventually put you in the queue to talk to someone, and they can speak English. You can deal with any problems if your account gets locked out or there's any issues, or maybe you have restrictions on your account. You can deal with them directly in the platform, which you can't do on WeChat. They even have a hotline if you're overseas to be able to talk to somebody in Alipay directly in English, and that's something that I greatly appreciate about the platform. Now, for the bonus tip, although this is not frequently used in Alipay, just frankly speaking, they do have a chat and translate feature. It's better in WeChat, in my opinion. If you don't have WeChat for some reason and you want to leverage Alipay, you can simply go to the chat and go to, let's see, you have find a page that's in Chinese, right? Let's go transaction maybe. Okay, you see on the right corner, there's like a little floating window here that it's translate. So you can simply translate all the transactions that are happening, or anything that's on the screen, you can translate or untranslate it. There's also a chat feature that you can chat directly to suppliers suppliers, but as I mentioned, they don't use this often. They usually use WeChat. So if I type in Chinese, right, I just hit translate. How are you, right? And the way the translate feature works is that whatever settings you have on Alipay, if you set it to English, that'll be the default it will translate it to. So no matter what language the other person speaks, it would translate it to English. Now, speaking of translations in WeChat, if you want to know the must-know features of WeChat when you're doing business in China and talking to Chinese suppliers, check out this video right here.